Today we'll be going over which product can get more value for you. $100 in GameStop power packs or $100 in Pokemon sealed product. For the $100 of Pokemon sealed product, we've got a Prismatic Evolutions ETB, and unfortunately, with how the Pokemon market is, that's as far as $100 gets you nowadays. We'll take a look and see if we can get lucky. But we'll start with the GameStop power packs. We're gonna go back and forth between the two, and we're gonna do 4 $25 GameStop power packs and then open the whole Prismatic ETB. Like I said, we'll alternate back and forth. $25 starter tier, we're obviously looking for one of these big hitters, but at only 0.3% chance, 3 out of 1,000 people, but why not us? I've always personally loved this Galarian Moltres card, so that would be a cool one to get. But let's jump right into it. And here we go, $25 GameStop power pack, first one of the night. Let's see if we get a cool color here. We do get purple, which is good. It is a collapsed stadium in an 8. Interesting. $7, not the best. It is a cool card, but in a near mint 8, that's going to be rough. So GameStop power packs off to a rough start. I personally love gold cards, but a card like this that's just playable, yeah, that's oof. I have been having pretty good luck with these $25 packs, so it's about time I regress to the mean, so this card makes sense for sure. Now we'll jump into the Prismatic Evolutions ETB. So far, only $7 to beat, so I'll be going over the pros and cons of each of these as we go, but I'll rip this open and see you guys on the other side.
12 seconds later.
All right, 9 packs and the promo card here. This does have some value to it, so already the ETB is off to a good start because it's got this card, which is probably worth 15 bucks. So on its own, the Prismatic ETB is winning after one GameStop power pack. And one of the pros to these is obviously that there's a god pack inside. You could pull, I don't know what the value that would be, like something like $3,000 or something from one pack. You can't get that from a GameStop power pack, so that's pretty crazy. But the con of that is that prices are going so crazy right now that it's, you know, $100 for this ETB, which should normally be 55 to 60 if you were paying MSRP for these. We get a Miltank, Vaporeon, and a Glaceon. No huge value, but good evolutions there on that one. And yeah, so as I was talking about the value on these, if you could get 2 of these for, like in the old days, 2 ETBs for $100, then it would be a much more fair fight, in my opinion. I think the 2 ETBs could give the GameStop power packs a run for their money. I do anticipate, as we get a Pokeball Hoot Hoot here, that the GameStop power packs will win just because of the guaranteed value on this. As you know, Prismatic Evolutions is kind of feast or famine. It's really just special illustration rare or bust. There's not much value unless you're pulling a Master Ball of one of the evolutions, but even then, the prices of those have come down so far that it's going to be tough to beat. But again, we started with an $8 power pack, so we'll see. Sparkling Crystal here, beautiful card. Noctowl and Groudon. So pretty rough start all around, which is normally how these openings go when I open on camera. But again, it does have the EV promo card, which gives it a slight advantage. So now we'll go back to the power packs. Back here on the power packs, and this is what I was talking about. One of the pros to the power packs is that you're guaranteed at least $5 of value in your power pack. So on 4 of these, we're guaranteed at least $20 of value. When you're opening up a Prismatic ETB, you're not guaranteed any value beyond the promo card that you get. So thing with the promo card being almost $15, $20 on its own, they kind of even out there, which is nice. So I am happy that they started including promo cards in those ETBs, but let's jump right into pack number 2. GameStop Power Pack, $25. Number 2, I'm beginning to think the colors don't have anything to do because we got a purple one last time and it was a $7 card. So Japanese card here, we got a Marnie Extra Battle Day. I don't even know what this card is. 2022. So it is Sword and Shield, which is cool. And a promo card that I've never seen and I don't have, which is interesting. It is a PSA 10, which is good. Japanese cards are normally PSA 10. So honestly, a card that I don't have. So not bad. $20 of value from a $25 starter pack. So again, a little bit more value there on the second GameStop power pack, which pulls it a little bit of ahead of the Prismatic Evolutions ETB, even with the promo. So we'll hold that one for now and then switch over to the Prismatic ETB. We got 6 packs here, Prismatic Evolutions left. Again, the biggest pro is probably the God packs and Demigod packs, but the con is just that you're not guaranteed anything, like I was just mentioning in the last section here. Professor's Research, Applin, Great Tusk, Professor Sada, Suicune, Pyroar. Oh my gosh, we did get an SIR, but it's not an evolution, and this is the exact thing I was talking about with Prismatic Evolutions. It's rare enough to hit an SIR, which is crazy, but if it's one that is not an evolution, like I don't know how much value is in this Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. I'm gonna guess not very much, but still a sweet card. You know, I'll add up all the values at the end, but this is gonna give power packs a run for its money because I did hit an SIR. Such a rarity in these packs to even get an SIR. What a card. I don't even have sleeves. That's how much faith I had in the Prismatic ETB. All right, so Prismatic trying to hang in there. Was not expecting a special illustration rare. We've got 2 more packs left to pull from this little section here. Prismatic Evolutions, though, from an investing standpoint, I do think it's a decent time to start buying some of these. These have been printed like crazy, especially if you can find them in Sam's Clubs and Costco's and all that stuff. There's a lot of them out there, and a lot of people are willing to move them pretty quick. The people that are just going to their local store, buying them, just looking to get a quick flip. And I think these will do very well long term. I think the chase of all the special illustration rares and how hard they are to pull, I think that'll give them a lot of value going forward. So I think if you're looking for sets to invest in, I think it makes sense. From an opening standpoint, you know, there's always the chance that you get something crazy as we get the Hollow Energy. But it's just so rare that it doesn't really make sense to open it. But I mean, I can't even deny that it is a fun moonshot. It is fun to do this, and that's exactly why we're here. So back to the GameStop Power Pack, and I just looked up the Cornerstone Mask Ogrepon, and it's about $18 right now, which is super interesting because that pulls it almost exactly the same as the GameStop Power Pack so far. We still got 2 power packs to pull and only 1 more set of 3 Prismatic Evolutions packs, so it's going to be tough to beat, especially having already pulled 1 special illustration rare, but that's why we play the game. Anything can happen. GameStop Power Pack number 3. Let's see if we get a new card, something that I don't have. It is Japanese, which is interesting, and it is Arvin's Mobostiff Secret Rare. $24 from a $25 starter pack. Again, the value is there. Interesting card. Arvin is not the most popular trainer, but his story with the Mobostiff is a really cool story. So, not a bad card, honestly. 24 bucks. Obviously pulls it way ahead of the Prismatic Evolutions, so I'm going to need another SIR out of that to kind of keep things in line. All right, our last set of Prismatic Evolutions packs here. We need a little bit of a comeback. We need, and it feels greedy to ask for another special illustration rare, but to beat the GameStop Power Packs, that's what it's going to take, or a Demigod pack or a God pack, obviously, but you know, the chances of those are incredibly rare. Any sort of evolution SIR will probably take the cake, as we don't get one. Serendipity is a playable card if it's the EX card. I think it's only in Shrouded Fable though, because that pack opens super easily. Maybe that means there's a Demigod pack waiting to escape out of here. Pyroar, Buddy Buddy Poffin, Seeking, Suicune again. I've gotten a bunch of Suicunes tonight. Noctowl, same thing. And our final pack of the Prismatic Evolutions. Got some work to do here to catch up to the GameStop Power Packs, and we still have 1 Power Pack to go. And that's the power of the guaranteed value in the GameStop Power Packs, is that you're just not guaranteed anything when you're opening these ETBs. ETBs are notoriously tough, especially... Ooh, we do get a Master Ball here. Master Ball Archaludon. Not the coolest Pokemon, but a Master Ball nonetheless. We take those. Add it to the pile. And a Brassius. Interesting. A grass trainer from Scarlet and Violet. Interesting full art, but again, there's no huge value out of that full art card. So we'll take a look here real quick at the hits that we did get after I sleeve these up. So honestly, the Prismatic Evolutions ETB had a lot of hits, probably more than normal, especially when you consider this SIR. And when you look at the value that I got out of it, pretty decent, honestly. A really good ETB, not gonna beat the GameStop Power Packs. I'll have the final totals of everything on the screen, but not bad. We still got 1 power pack to go, so let's see if we can hit something big. Let's get some YouTube magic going. All right, our final GameStop power pack, here we go. $25 tier. Let's see if we get anything out of these. Purple background, English card. It is an Okie Dokie EX, special illustration rare at least. It is a PSA 9, unfortunately, because it's English card. English card can't grade well. So $20 here out of a $20 pack, not bad. Again, not as bad as the minimum tier you're guaranteed is $5. So to get a $20 card is pretty good. That's a step up below the minimum tier. So honestly, pretty good out of these packs as well. Especially value-wise, there was a lot of value in the cards that I got. A lot of them just because they're graded, there's, you know, inherent value there, except for the PSA 8 that I got. But that's kind of the positive of the power packs, is that you're guaranteed some level of value. And then especially just because the card is graded, there's also some sort of value associated with that because it costs so much to grade a PSA now and it's so hard to get your cards back. So I'll run some numbers and then pop them up on screen and show you guys who's the winner. So here we have the final results, and honestly, closer than I thought because of the Ogrepon EX Special Illustration Rare. Again, that's obviously super rare to pull any sort of SIR out of Prismatic Evolutions. The value out of that box was $49. Not bad. As I was mentioning, if you can find these at MSRP, they still make sense to open. I know SIRs are super hard to pull. Obviously, they're super rare. I feel very fortunate to have gotten the Ogrepon, but there's still an expected value of something in these boxes. And when you can get it at retail and open it at MSRP, it feels a lot better. Again, I got my exact money back if I could have got it at $50, but unfortunately, with the market that we're in, it feels worse to open Pokemon cards because the value of the singles obviously isn't there versus the value of these high-flying boxes. So when you're paying $100 for Prismatic ETB, even with an SIR pulled, you lost half your money. But that is the nature of Pokemon cards in general. That's kind of what I wanted to highlight in this video, is that on the other side, the GameStop Power Packs, again, I still lost money. I was going to highlight the colors here between green if I made money and red if I lost money, but they all lost money, obviously. So the total value of $71 is closer than I expected with the ETB, only $20 more in the GameStop power packs when you're guaranteed at least $5 of value from your pulls. But again, I would say we pulled pretty well, to be honest, too. Again, you could have gotten $5 value for all of these and come out with only $20. So to pull 3 cards in that $20 to $25 range seemed pretty good. I'm sure the odds state that I was lucky to have pulled what I did, and so I feel pretty fortunate there. And then the other side of the GameStop coin is that I can go sell these. PSA will offer me, because it's held in the PSA vault, they can offer me buyback offers, usually the next day. They used to do it same day, and like you can still do that, but there's a higher fee. So if you wait the next day, they usually give you an offer, and I probably will take offers on maybe 3 of these to get my money back: the Okie Dokie, the Arvin's Boston, and the Collapse Stadium, just to get my money out of those. Again, the Marnie was new, something I didn't have, so pretty cool that you can get your money right out of them. And then on the other side, if you're interested in investing and holding on to these, as long as the PSA vault stays free to use as it is right now, it costs nothing to hold your money there. It's sort of like a little brokerage account in that you can just keep stacking these PSA slabs and then kind of sell them if they go up or when they go up. In this market, it seems like everything's going up, but so there's no cost to just hold it in there, which is super nice on the GameStop Power Pack side. But overall, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys buying any of these GameStop Power Packs when it comes out of beta? Are you still trying to buy and open Pokemon cards in general, or has things gotten too expensive with box prices being where they're at? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more Pokemon content. Like this video, it goes a long way for the algorithm. Comment below as I mentioned, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.